Saddam Hussein. On December 13, 2003, U.S. soldiers from the 4th Armored Division found the 66-year-old Iraqi dictator hiding in a narrow 2-meter-deep hole in the ground beneath the farmhouse in the village of Ad-Dur, 15 kilometers from Tikrit. Saddam had ruled Iraq for 24 years and, by conservative estimates, killed at least 250,000 of his own people through executions, chemical attacks, and displacement. A $25 million bounty had been placed on his head. Hundreds of thousands of soldiers had been searching for him. For 9 months, he hid, moving between farms and apartments in complete silence. When the soldiers opened the cover of a hole, they found a disheveled man with a long, thick beard sitting amidst the dirt and dust. With only a single pistol and a bag containing $750,000 in cash. Resistance? None. He immediately raised his hands. The soldier who pulled his hand to pull him out of the hole later said he was shaking. He was then lifted to a helicopter, and at the hospital during the skilled medical examination, a doctor held his tongue to the metal file to make sure he hadn't swallowed anything. The man who terrorized an entire region underwent his examination without saying a word. On December 30th, 2006, he was hanged in Baghdad. His last words?
Muammar Gaddafi. On October 20th, 2011, the 69-year-old Libyan leader was hiding inside a large concrete drainage pipe under a highway in the city of Sirte, holding a gold-plated, jeweled pistol. Gaddafi ruled Libya for 42 years, longer than any other Arab leader in modern times. He built a security apparatus that could be breached while he slept and disfigure the faces of sons in front of their fathers. In the final days of his regime, he promised to turn Libya into a bloodbath. Sirte was his last stronghold, and it was burning. A convoy of vehicles tried to smuggle him west. It was struck by a frigid wall and another fighter jet as it crossed a desert road. Gaddafi and a few guards ran and refugeed in the drainage pipes by the side of the road. He was discovered by remote fighters hours later. He was pulled from the pipe. The pipe wasn't much longer than him, shouting, "Don't shoot! Don't shoot!" The video that followed, distributed by the Muslim schools, shows a humiliated man, his face so often featured on posters, smeared with dirt and blood. He was shot with the gold-plated pistol he himself was carrying. His body was displayed for days in a mid-freezer display case in Masrata. People lined up to see him.
Benito Mussolini. On April 28, 1945, a 61-year-old Il Duce was hidden inside a German truck heading towards the Swiss border, wearing a German soldier's coat over his military uniform and carrying a briefcase full of secret documents. Mussolini had ruled Italy with an iron fist for over 21 years. He built an empire of fear and propaganda and plunged the country into a war that claimed the lives of more than 300,000 Italians. But in the final days of the war, all that power evaporated, and the army he once commanded either fled or surrendered. Near the town of Dongo on Lake Como, Italian resistance fighters stopped the truck. They found him hiding. The next day, members of the communist resistance movement came to the country house where he was being held. At 4:10 p.m., he was shot in the chest, and riddled with bullets. His body was taken to Milan in a truck and hung upside down from a gas station post in Piazza Loreto, the same square where his regime had executed 15 members of the resistance exactly 1 year earlier. Passers-by spat on him and pelted him with stones. After that night, the authorities were forced to take him down before dawn because the crowds had become unbearable. He died the same way he had ruled, a public spectacle in the street. But this time, no one was applauding.
In part 2, I'll give you a gift. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel and leave your suggestions in the comments. Many tyrants haven't had their moment yet.